What's up, everybody? This is Darren Smith, and you're listening to the Craftsman Creative Podcast. This is BCC issue 40, a portfolio of small bets. This week there was a tweet from my friend Justin Sass. His name is actually Justin Welsh, but on Twitter you can find him at Justin Sass. And I'm going to try to summarize it because there's no way to link to it in the podcast version. Here's what he said. Last week, my little one-person business crossed $1.3 million in revenue. It took 810 days. I ran 0 paid ads and operate at a 98% margin. Here are the 14 steps of my strange journey. Hope it's helpful to someone. So I'm going to summarize real quick. First, he created lots of noise. Then he honed in on the signals that he saw in that noise. He built a service business and then found his ideal customers, doubled his rates, reduced his time rather than working just as much and making twice as much. He actually cut his time in half to make just as much. He kept his eyes and ears open. He tested a hypothesis and made his first product money. So the hypothesis was creating a LinkedIn course for $50. He later raised the price and redid the course and charged $150. He ran with it, sold $75,000 worth of the course, tripled down, marketed aggressively, and then the second version has done $186,000 in 3 months. He began creating an army of affiliates, built a community, and basically he's killing it. He now has optionality. He's got this portfolio of small bets that's going to give him the freedom to basically do whatever he wants in his business. So we had a nice back and forth about it, along with Daniel Vassallo, who I think coined the phrase portfolio of small bets. The idea is rather than putting all your eggs in one basket, be it with a job or an employer, one big client, or having any sort of single point of failure in your business, instead you diversify and you have more smaller bets. Justin, as he explains in the Twitter thread, started with consulting, then doubled his rates, then added a digital product and an online course to help people master LinkedIn. So that's a portfolio of 3 or 4 small bets. Now, if any one client went away, he'd be fine because he still has all the other consulting clients. Adding the product gave him an even more resilient portfolio. So all of this got me thinking about my own portfolio of small bets. Did I even have one? Turns out I did, and I realized something that kind of blew my mind. Here's my current portfolio of small bets in descending order of costs, so most expensive to least expensive. First is film, TV, and commercial producing. That's $1,000 a day and up. So a movie will make me 5 figures. A commercial product will make me 4 figures. Second is owner of Craftsman Creative. That's already paying me thousands of dollars a month. Creative business consulting. I charge $3,000 to $5,000 a month to help businesses basically come in and be a creative COO for small businesses. I do creative business coaching, so that's like $1,000 a month and one-on-one with creators. I have 2 online courses that I sell. One's $97, the next is $249. And I'm also the co-founder of Benchmark app, which is pre-revenue. We're still in the process of building and finding our first customers and all that, so it's not paying me anything right now. But that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Coming next year, I have 2 more. The Craftsman Creative membership community, which is going to be $100+ a year. And then the Craftsman Creative book, which is probably going to be $15 or $20. So yeah, 9 different small bets that I've built over my career, most of them over the last 18 months. But here's what blew my mind. I already have built a portfolio of 9 small bets. I had no idea that I had so many. I think if you'd asked me off the top of my head, I probably would have said, 3 or 4. There are 2 places where creatives get stuck. The first being not creating a portfolio of small bets that can help them get the freedom they want through their creative work. But the second is building too many at once and not giving them each enough attention. So I have the second problem. In total, this portfolio delivers a nice 6-figure income for me and my family, but right now it's very imbalanced. 1 or 2 of them represent over 90% of my income. So my goal for the next 2 months, as well as throughout 2022, is to balance out the portfolio. I know exactly how to get each of these small bets to $10,000 a month in revenue. For example, I could sell 500 books a month at $20 a month. That would be $10,000. I could do 40 hour-long strategy calls at $250 an hour. I could have 2 consulting clients at $5,000 a month each. Or I could sell 1 course a day, and that would basically land me another $10,000. So when you start to break down each small bet, you can start to see a clear path forward to the goal that we all, I think, want: freedom and independence. The portfolio of small bets approach is one way to achieve that outcome, and there are more and more people every day that are using the framework to create the life they want for themselves. So that's it for today's issue, but I want to put out a few shout outs because I included them in the email and you deserve to hear them here as well. Special thanks to Kevon Chung, for an awesome shout out he gave to me and to Craftsman Creative this week. He said, "Your mission of helping 5-figure creators build 6-figure businesses is so needed. The transition is not easy at all, but it's so vital." So thanks, Kevin. I'm loving our that we've been able to connect online and in person-ish, on video at least. Some links for you this week. I started using a new template for ConvertKit that was built by Brennan Dunn. You can find him at createandsell.co. He sells a couple of different products and a course on email marketing, and he's an amazing dude. So thanks, Brennan, for the follow, first of all, because you started following me this week, but also thank you for building such an awesome and easy plug-and-play template thing that makes my emails look better. I also added a new artwork to the email, and you can see it if you go to blog.craftsmancreative.co and look for BCC. You can see in the issue BCC 40, I added it to the archive as well. But it's this awesome piece of art that I fell in love with before it was launched from April in, and you can find it on OpenSea. There's links if you check the link in the show notes here. You can go see my artwork, but also all the other pieces of art that are available. I think she created 34 of them are sold, so there's 26 more you can grab and use for your Twitter banner or your email header. I've kind of tweaked it to work for both places. So if you want to see it, you could also just follow me on Twitter at Darren T. Smith, and that's a good way to look at the piece of art I got. I published 3 new chapters of the book this week, which you can find on the blog, blog.craftsmancreative.co. And thank you, as always, for listening. I really appreciate your time and attention. Please reach out to me on Twitter at Darren T. Smith if you've got any questions or want to chat about anything related to being an awesome creator and building awesome businesses. So thank you again, and we'll see you next week.